It will. Do you think you would have or your WoW without your stream? Probably, yeah. I mean, the truth is, and this is something I'm serious about, I was much more accomplished in WoW before I started streaming. Like, the way that I play WoW now is completely different than the way that I used to play it back in the day. So I actually probably would have more stuff if I didn't stream. I would have like a bunch. The only thing that would hold me back is the fact that I might actually, well, no, I could have welfare, so I wouldn't need a job. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. But no, I think that I'd probably be in probably an even better spot, if not the same spot. Are there a few things that I might not have, right? Because people were able to give them to me? Yeah, sure, it's possible. But I think most of the things I'd probably have anyway. That's the truth. You wouldn't have bought Longboy without us? Yeah, I would have. What do you mean? I would have sold Mythic Plus carries all Legion. Like, what, are you kidding? Yeah, I would have just sold carries. I would have stolen guild banks. I would have tried to do GDKP runs and shave money off the top. What do you mean? Yeah. I would have had that. I probably would be gold capped on like 2 characters if I wasn't streaming, because I'd just sell carries. Like, I used to sell carries every fucking day, dude. Like, I would wake up in the morning and I would sell carries, and then I would go back to bed. Okay? Like, I had so much fucking gold. Like, there was one day I made 200,000 gold in a day, and that was back in like Wrath or like Cataclysm or something. Like, I made a lot of fucking money selling carries, and I was the biggest fucking scumbag with selling carries too. It wasn't like, oh, you know, I had like a, I was like reasonable with people. No, I would cheat people out of stuff like it was nobody's business, man. Like, well, it was my business actually. But like the way that I would do it, right, is there's this one dude, I'll give you an example. There's this one dude, I was trying to sell him Heroic Alakir. I'm like, yo, I'll throw in normal mode Alakir achievement with it at the same time if you pay me an extra 20k. The dude's so fucking stupid, he doesn't realize that you get the normal mode achievement for killing Heroic. So he just got the normal mode achievement. I got him to pay me 20,000 gold for fucking nothing. And it was perfect, man. It was perfect. That guy was pissed, right, whenever he figured it out. But at that point, I had his money. So who cares how mad he is? Doesn't matter. So that's the way that I do things. That's the way that I did things, at least. Not really as much of a case now. But I was really, really into it. I used to love that. So there's a couple other things that I would do, right? I used to do 4-man bear runs. And so it'd be like 3 people and then a buyer. And then we'd random queue into the 5th person. And we'd go in there and we would kill all the bosses for the bear run. I've told this story before. We'd kill all the bosses for the bear run. And then as the NPC was running around, getting ready to unlock the bear box, I would initiate a vote kick on the 4th person that we pugged, because obviously they were helping us with it the whole time. I would remove them from the group, and I would have everybody, obviously the other 4 people, they're all on, it's the buyer and 2 of my friends. So we would always kick that person out, and then we would be able to default the bear mount to that 1 player, and then we would be able to only split the gold between 3 ways, right? So that way I didn't have to worry about splitting it with more than 1 person. So that was a very, very good way of doing it. On top of that, it gets even better, guys. It gets even better. I would make the deal for 20,000, and then I'd only pay them 5. So I'd be scamming one dude to scam another dude to then scam my boys so I could get all the money. And I would do this, and I would lay in bed, man. This shit puts me in a good mood just to think about it. I'm gonna be honest, yeah. And you need to pay your friends. Well, I did, right? But I never did it with the intention of paying them the same amount as that I got paid, right? I mean, it's a finder's fee. I just get all the money, right? I told them it was 15, it was 20. I kept the extra 5. Fuck them, dude. One more. This is really good. So, I was doing a Ulduar carry, and I scheduled all of these people that wanted to get their Ulduar mounts all on the same day, and I messaged every single one of them not to say that they were a buyer in the raid, because I had got random pugs in there so I could make more money. I just told them that straight out, and they're like, okay, that's cool, man. They were all buyers. 9 buyers. I made so much money that day, it was crazy. They had no idea. I just scammed those, man. That was so funny. Or random buyers. And I told them all what to do. I'm like, oh yeah, you guys know how to do this. I'm like, just tell them you know how to do it. I told everybody. They're like, yeah, we all know how to do it. So everybody feels like everybody was lying to each other, but they didn't know that they were also being lied to. It's just like, It was so funny to me, man. It really was. And like, I actually, if I could have done that for free, I would have done it just because I thought that shit was so fucking funny. I used to love doing that. Like, honestly, I thought about becoming a used car salesman just so I could scam people out of more money, right? It was like, it's like a, what is it to me? It's almost like it's a passion of mine to scam people out of money. Speaking of that, actually, by the way, so there is this thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about. I didn't know if you guys had heard about this before. It's called Twitch Prime. So anyway, it's basically this thing that if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can connect it to your Twitch account, and you can get a free sub to your favorite streamer once a month. And you can not once a year, do it 12 times a year, all onto me. It's really, really simple, guys. So just go ahead and just hook that up, and yeah, it's better. You get my emotes, and it's free too. And you can fight against capitalism and wealth inequality by taking money away from Jeff Bezos and giving it to me. So yeah, anyway, so scamming has always been a really big privilege of mine and a passion of mine. It's something I've always done. Even whenever I was 5 years old, I was scamming people out of things. And I've only really kind of gotten better and better at it over time. And hopefully this isn't even my final form, because it's something that I really love to do. Bezos, my favorite cereal? Yeah, there it is, dude. Asmongold to ninja. Well, I would ninja. So, do you guys remember whenever you used to not be able to trade loot to like different players in the raid? So, I would actually make people pay me to put in tickets so I could redistribute loot to them, and I would say it was an accident. I would do that during Nax because I made the change in Old War. It might have actually been in TOC or something like that. It was during ICC. Banned? Oh no, they never banned me because I would always do it outside of Blizzard channels. And I would always do it in, like if I was going to make a deal with somebody and I was going to scam them out of money, I would only do it in Skype, because that way, there were like a lot of other like ways that I had to like do this kind of stuff, but I would do it in Skype. That way they couldn't report me. And they would just be like, yeah, Asmongold scammed me. And then people are like, well, where's the, why don't you report him? And he's like, well, he did on Skype. And then everybody's like, oh, well, you're dumb for doing it on Skype. So then basically this dude gets pissed off. He gets fucking scammed by your boy. And then he goes on the forums and everybody calls him stupid. So, and then I go on the forums. I'm like, yeah, guys, listen, I'm going to tell you what happened, all right? The guy comes in there. He wants to renegotiate the price 4 or 5 times. Turns out to be a complete asshole. He's a racist too, and he was trying to cheat me out of the money. He was late to his run, and we ended up just saying, you know what, man, like the money, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it to help somebody out like this, and so we decided not to do it for him. And everybody be like, well, you know what, Asmongold, you really did the right thing. And that's basically how it was, man. The Holocaust happened? Shut the fuck up, dude. What are you talking about? If you can be racist, you're the whitest dude ever? No, dude. Like, it was just really funny, man. I used to love that kind of stuff.